What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I saw an interesting post, an article on CoinDesk about Tim Cook, which is Apple's CEO at the moment. And great devices, by the way, the new iPhone 11 Pro, I need to get it. Triple cameras. I mean, it actually, like, if you look at videos on the iPhone 11 Pro, the camera, it looks like the best thing I've ever seen in the universe in terms of like smartphone camera quality. I want that phone, okay? I think I'm gonna get it before the end of this year. But so there was this article on CoinDesk. So Tim Cook, he made an interview with Les Echos, which is a newspaper. And the title of this CoinDesk article was "Issuing money is for governments, not private firms." Okay, and there are some quotes here, which is kind of interesting, right? It's kind of interesting, like we people that are sort of in this blockchain space. Like, first of all, like I do understand, like it's a generation shift, and me checking out this like blockchain and crypto industry, like you have to be in it like 2 years before you know what is going on. And like when you actually see it, like when you actually see the paradigm shift, oh, now I get it, right? Now you see what it really is about. So it's like a lot of people are like, when they see crypto stuff, like they look at it fast and then they're like, oh, that's gonna go away. But like when you really see what this actually means, like what it actually has solved, then you really see the bigger picture, right? So here's a quote from Tim Cook. "No, I deeply believe that money must remain in the hands of states. I'm not comfortable with the idea that a private group creates a competing currency. A private company does not have to seek to gain power in this way." So first of all, let's take it a step further. So they're talking about basically, okay, a company is issuing currency, right? But we in the crypto space, we sort of understand that no, we have already taken it a step further, that it's not even that. Like it's a machine. It's a blockchain. It's basically, it's no human. Like there's no human that is issuing power. So the whole idea with Bitcoin and all of this is that there's no like central authority. So same as with like, I think that when people from all the generations look at this, like, oh, private companies, they're going to do the same thing as states. Like I see the issue with that. Like I see how you can then kind of connect it. Oh no, we don't need another party that is doing the same as a big like government, right? But what it actually means, like what actually crypto is. So this was a commentary on crypto and like tokens and stuff like that. It's like we realized in the crypto space that like humans are corrupt, right? So have a machine that handles stuff like trust and all that. So it's not that you like have power in a private company. Like even if they would issue a currency, like it has to be like decentralized and stuff like that. So even if they would issue something, it would not actually make it so massive power would shift into that direction, right? Because the whole point of decentralized systems is, well, is decentralized, right? You have so much abundance that you have no like central place. And the thing is, like, what we basically is moving towards is like the bigger picture is everyone can basically create, everyone can create value systems on the internet, right? Because now it's just tokens, like it's like digital ones and zeros. So anyone will be able to issue so-called money, but most people probably won't, because they will just use one that is already kind of cool. But it's like right now you can already issue a token on EOS, on BitShares, and I think on a couple of other blockchains, even though it's kind of early. But it's like people will create their own tokens and run their own experiments with own data. So it's like it's not like a private group that's going to create a competing currency. Because first of all, like the idea of competition in many ways is also the old paradigm shift, that it's so cheap, like money is going to be so cheap to create, that you're just going to have maybe thousands of different, or hundreds at least of, or tens of competing projects. Someone is going to win, like someone's going to figure out an intelligent system that sort of works and that just creates value, right? So like the whole point of all this now, when we have these super powerful machines, is who can generate ones and zeros and create a value system that is like fair and that is decentralized and that like has proof of brain. So the idea, okay, like first we have to then like, even if you, so if your money would like be backed by gold or something like that, then like you would sort of understand more the role of like a state and stuff like that. But right now we know it's not really backed by anything, and we know that banks are just creating virtual ones and zeros when someone is taking a loan. So you already have this sort of machine that has been going for decades that is basically creating value from nothing. And now we're just taking it up a notch and going 1000x because we have more computing power. So there's just going to be more experimentation around. So it's not like you're gonna need so little like so-called value, like because when everyone can sort of create value, and when you need less hardware because phones are already so good in computing power, it creates this very interesting system where like you can reward someone super little and they still do work. So it's just interesting what happens. So another quote was, money, like defense, must remain in the hands of states. It is the heart of their mission. We elect our representatives, assume government's responsibilities. Companies are not elected. They do not have to go on this ground. Well, I mean, first of all, like if you really look at what people are doing, like already if you take smartphones, right? So both these two quotes, like if you really consider it, like what are humans really doing? Like if we actually, like if you actually wanted a system where you only have central power, you would never like release smartphones to people, because already now it's like decentralized. Like already when you give everyone like hardware, super powerful hardware, super powerful software, you automatically already has begun a decentralized system, right? So with the first iPhone 2007, like that is like really when smartphones started to like decentralize. So this is something that has been going on for quite some time. But now it's like people making like a big deal out of the idea of like sending tokens back and forth. But if you've been using these systems on, for example, DTube with their Avalon blockchain, you can see that this is like 100x better system than a slower system. It's just like when we went from, I don't know, steam engine or something like that, when we used some old thing and then we moved to industrial revolution or whatever. It's just a faster system. It's not that the old system is bad or anything like that, but it's like when we have, like when you're going from horse to Ferrari, it's like we can still use the horse to transport. Like you can still use fiat money. Like, yeah, you can use it. It's just that it takes more effort to get it, and it's just slower. Just like the horse, it's like now when we have the Ferrari, locked. Like it's like we have a Ferrari. We can drive faster. Consent transaction, Steam blockchain, 3 seconds. BitShares, 3 seconds. EOS, is that also 3 seconds or something like that? I mean, it goes fast. And I mean, it is a paradigm shift, right? Because it's like, it's not like, that's the interesting part about like this whole, like the whole point of phones is really that you have everything already, right? And it's like, so it's like it's easy to understand. Like, it takes a long time to sort of understand these concepts of decentralized systems, right? I mean, it really is something that that's gonna like, but people are basically gonna see it, because the next 10 years, you're gonna see all these, you're gonna start to see all these machines that can basically do everything that we do faster. And I mean, right now, because we have these amazing iPhones, high end, these amazing Galaxy phones, high end, these amazing Huawei phones, high end, it just means that it's like people want to move value super fast. So even if a person loves fiat, it's like there's no digital fiat. And that's the main issue. Like, if there was like a digital fiat that you can send super fast, and even if it was just like, even if it was issued like in a central place, I still think people would use it. Like, people wouldn't need the crypto stuff, because you already would have this amazing system. Even like the central aspect is not the issue, right? It's that people want to move value fast, and it's also that people want to communicate with a billion people, right? And that's something that's not basically possible, right? With these sort of slower systems. So it's kind of cool how this is sort of gonna change how people look at things, and it's gonna happen super fast, right? Because a machine can basically think a million times better than you eventually. Like, when it has